Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to Dream Tarot. All right. Let's see what you're not expecting. What's coming towards you that you're not expecting. Give me the energy for my Tauruses. This will be for Taurus, Taurus placements, Taurus masculine and feminine, and also cross watchers if you're watching. What is Taurus not expecting? Give me some messages, please. What is Taurus not expecting? What are my Tauruses not expecting? All right, heart with a key. Separation. Interesting. Okay, so it's been a common theme for the readings that we've been doing, but I feel like there's someone that you guys are obviously on the outs. I feel like you have a hard time reading this person or decoding their emotions. You're not a super emotional person, like you don't wear your heart on your sleeve. So when you do meet someone who may be very nonchalant or detached or just not really wearing their heart on their sleeve, you don't really think twice about it. But I do feel like whoever this person is for you, Taurus, you've been wondering, do they miss you the same? I feel like this person misses you a lot. Some type of energy is going to come up soon, like could even be this weekend, where this person will be thinking about you deeply. All right? You and this person still have some positive energy, or you guys hold each other to positive regards, that this could come back together and be a success. It almost has to do with who's going to reach out first or who's going to take the first move or action. All right. So on the bottom, we have clock. I do feel like you and this person have taken the time away from each other that was needed. And it's almost like time is running out. What are we going to do now? It's at that point where it's like either we're going to move on or we're going to reconcile. So clock is on the bottom of the deck, talking about needing time from a situation. Things take time. In time, cycles, time to heal and progress. So there could be forward movement or progress in the situation between you and this person. It's been enough time now. It's like we should know what we want to do. But I feel like the block in this current energy is like who's going to reach out first, who's going to say something first. All right, so we have heart with the key, which talks about welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. So you and this person will be coming back together, but a big elephant in the room is separation. I don't feel like you and this person had a very conclusive conversation about the reason why you guys took time apart, why you guys separated. It's not really heavily discussed between you two. It may also be something that you guys have swept under the rug. And I feel like this time around, you don't want to sweep things under the rug. You want to like put everything out on the table, get a deep understanding, communicate and move on from it. You don't want to just get back together and then we never talk about why we separated in the first place. So this person could be having this energy of separation where they could be having sadness, they could be missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future that you guys have together. There's a big communication block between you and this person, especially when you guys are face to face. So I feel like you guys do a lot of communicating, possibly not in the positive, like could be arguments or even like oversharing, but it comes out when you guys are not face to face. So this could be like over the phone, through text, through DM, and you guys are going to be in the same room very soon. It's going to be a test of how much you guys open up or share face to face. I feel like there's a weird block there with that. So let's see what you're not expecting, Taurus. Ooh. Death. Okay. So this situation ultimately had to end to bring some type of transformation. Obviously, you guys are coming back together or going to be speaking face to face, but it had to end. It had to be a breakup. It had to be separation because we needed some change. Okay, Hangman. This is like no action being taken. Okay. So even if you are face to face with this person, they're not saying what you need them to say. You're not saying what they want you to say. It's just very like non performative. All right. Let's see what else. Knight of Cups. Okay. Obviously, there is a new beginning here. You and this person are agreeing to pursue each other. But there has to be a clearing of the air. And it's like, it's hard for you or this person to take action. Now, I feel like you can be very blunt, Taurus. So I don't feel like you're afraid or shamed, or I don't feel like you're afraid to like put something out there or say what needs to be said. But you also want this person to take initiative as well. It just feels like this person is just not performing. Okay. The Hangman. Like they are very stuck. They don't know what to say. They may have word vomit. They don't know how to express themselves. There is some type of character flaw with this person because they don't really take action. They don't really speak. They don't express themselves. And what's interesting is that I do see you guys jumping back into this reunion or agreeing to see each other more, agreeing to date, agreeing to be friends again, whatever, but you're not really getting the action that you would like from the situation. The devil. Okay. When the devil is at play, this could be an influence as well. So this could be like, if someone has a hard time expressing their emotions, they could be influenced from people like their friends, their family, sometimes even their exes. There's like this negative influence that is like not cool. Because I'm almost getting like not cool to do something. Like someone's too cool for school here. It's almost like not cool what this person has been influenced by to express themselves or to tell how they feel or to tell how they've been hurt or how they've been missing you. It's like, I don't know what that's about. So, non performative, very nonchalant energy with the Hangman. That's just what I feel. I feel like someone's just non performative. Like they cringe when they have to apologize. They cringe when they have to express their love or how they miss someone or how time has been hard without you. They almost cringe by saying that. It's not cool. And it's a negative influence that's making them do this, okay, with the devil. Or not making them, but influencing them to do this. Okay. I almost also feel like someone has like a bad like mentor. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm thinking of a time where someone in my family that's very close to me, they were going to therapy. So their original counselor or therapist retired. So that was the therapist that was really positive for them, changed their life tremendously, and was very helpful and, helped them a lot. And since that counselor or that therapist retired, they had to obviously fill that position. So they met someone else or they aligned with a different therapist, and that therapist, their relationship with this person who's my family member was very like friendly instead of mentorship. And then ultimately 1 month into therapy, the therapist shared that they're going through a divorce, right? And then they also shared, they canceled a meeting, and then come to find out they're going through health issues. And my family member was like, okay, well, I don't want to dismiss this therapist because I almost feel like, I want to be there for them. But even though I understand what the therapist was going through, I kept encouraging them to change because the therapist is like supposed to help you. You're not supposed to really be their lifeline in that sense. And it felt like maybe some of the therapy that this person was getting from that could have been very misconstrued based off of the therapist's experiences, like going through a divorce, having health issues. So it's like, I feel like whoever the devil is in this person's life, it could be a therapist that is more so like a friend and giving them weird advice, or it could be friendship or family that are going through their own upsets in life, and they're giving advice based off of that. Like, don't share your emotions. Don't tell them how you feel. Don't speak first. Don't reach out first. Like, it's negative advice coming from someone who is in a devil energy, who is going through something. So that's just what I'm thinking of. Like, that is in my mind right now. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I feel like that can be why this person's so non-performative. They're so detached because someone's in their ear who is having not such a nice time in their relationships, and they're giving them that bad advice. All right, death card. Reunion. So something ended, and you and this person are obviously going to be coming back together. Talking about the Hangman. Enemy. Okay, so that goes hand in hand with that devil energy. Enemy. Someone's giving someone bad advice. Also, this person watches on them. So that, I think that's why that whole therapist situation came up in my head, because it's like a watcher. It's like someone who watches their moves. They want feedback. You know, it's almost like someone telling this person, don't tell Taurus how you feel. And then after they hang out with you, they want to know what happened. They're calling this person like, okay, what happened with Taurus? You didn't tell them how you felt, right? Like, it's a little bit weird. This person's not giving them positive advice. But I do see you trying again with this person. Obviously, you guys still have a lot of love for each other. Falseness. Waiting. You could have been waiting on this person to come towards you or take some action for a long time. All right, so let's just see what the death card is. Why did you and this person fall out or decide to take time away from each other? All right, and then how did you guys end up coming back together in this circumstance? Let's see. Oh, You have the Queen of Swords in a positive and the King of Wands in a negative. Queen of Swords is why you guys fell out. King of Wands reversed is why you guys are coming back together. So it's very interesting, okay? So the elephant in the room is the Eight of Swords. There's someone here who has a hard time taking accountability. They could be very victim mindset, and they can self-sabotage, okay? So that could be a big reason why you guys fell out, and that also could be something that's still prominent in when you guys decide to come back together. Someone's still dealing with this or still having this character flaw. Queen of Swords in a positive for why you guys fell out. Some type of feminine here, whoever the feminine is. I feel like someone was thinking very logically. They took themselves out of how they feel about this person, how they love them, how they care about them, and they start to think about maybe other things in the equation. So this could be like finances, this could be behavior, this could be like, effort. And they decided to think very logically about that, and they could have been the one to call it off. So I see a feminine was the one to call it off here, and they were thinking in their right mindset. So whatever they were feeling, it was very, it was warranted. Also, too, there's something here, too. I see like almost like an egg in this woman's lap. I don't know if that's an egg or something, but there's also something about children. This could be a feminine who doesn't have children or has been holding out on having children. There could be something about like making a family or just seeing how far this was going to go. Like, are you going to be my husband? Are you going to be a good father of my children? There's a feminine who made a decision about that, like long term, like who's going to be the head of the household, who's going to be the father of my children, just trying to make a good decision about that. Someone's holding off on their eggs. So this is someone who wants to have a child for some of you, but didn't feel like this person was fit down the line. Okay, so they just decided not to go that route. Also, I'm getting like fertility. So fertility treatment, like you could have For those of you who are very serious with this person, you could have went through fertility treatments, right? But decided not to go through with them because during that process, you found out that maybe someone was not going to be the best co-parent or co-partner in this situation. Now we have the King of Wands in reverse is why you guys are coming together. This is interesting because King of Wands is someone who chases or takes initiative or makes the first move or chases. King of Wands in reverse is also, King of Wands is a leader. So when we have it in reverse, this shows some type of masculine or the more masculine person here who is not coming towards you based off of their own ideals. It's almost like someone fed in their ear to come towards you, but also to hold back. So they're following the lead of someone else. They're a leader in their own right, but they may have insecurities about making their own decisions. I feel like someone has a problem with that. So if someone is reaching out to you or you're coming back together with someone, it wasn't their own, it definitely was their idea. Like this person has been missing you, but they're not taking action based off of them wanting to take action. Someone told them to reach out to you or to see you. It's very, interesting. King of Wands in reverse. Hierophant. Whoever this masculine is, they definitely want some type of commitment. So they do want a family. They do want marriage. They do want long-term commitment, but they're not reaching out to you. Someone directed this person to reach out to you. They wanted to reach out to you, but they never would have did it on their own terms. Someone is looking for someone to direct them what to do, what to say. And I think that's why this person really is not very performative. King of Wands also, profession-wise, is very physical. So you think about someone who's in sales. You think about someone who sometimes, not all the time, sometimes King of Swords or Queen of Swords can be sales. But someone who could be in sales, someone also who could do physical things like an athlete, a trainer. And it's interesting because that takes leadership. But I feel like someone is like coached or takes demands from someone else and they kind of fell into that energy. So like someone blends their career and taking demands in their career to like their life. I don't know. All right, let's move on. I don't know if I'm really speaking. All right. Enemy with the hangman. Someone's very non-performative, very detached. When you do come towards them, they have someone who is leading them horribly. Yeah, Six of Wands in reverse. This is someone whoever they're listening to is someone who has a bad reputation or doesn't have much credentials in their life. So again, it's like a friend who has a lot of failed relationships, but they're giving them relationship advice. Or a friend or a colleague who is giving them business or career advice, but they can't move up in their own industry. So I don't know. Let's see what else is here. Eight of Swords, self-sabotage, victim mindset. Someone's pushing them to be a victim. Like, whoever's listening and this is your person, they're pushing this person to push the blame on you and not take accountability. All right? So, yeah, I don't know. All right. Now, in some way, even with this person being very like nonchalant, you're giving them a second chance. I think you miss this person as much as they miss you. You probably know that intuitively, so you're just willing to give it another chance. But I do see you being very unfulfilled with their emotions or how they express themselves. You don't feel like you really got the gist of what they've been doing since you guys have been in separation, how they feel, what they want, how they want to move forward. You're not really getting that conclusion. I feel like you're kind of taking the leadership in here. Knight of Cups, you guys are going to be dating again, but falseness is here, which makes me believe that you don't feel like it's real. You don't really know how far this can go. You don't really trust it. Even if this person is showing up and communicating better or taking you out on dates or having a lot of outings with you or putting in more emotion, something just feels very fake about it. It's almost like this person is directed by their friends or a mentor or a boss or even a parent. They're just being told what to do. Yeah, 9 of Wands in reverse, okay? The thing is, you can't really take too much more of like a negative situation. So things are going to be very positive between you and this person, but you don't really trust it. You don't have faith in it. And you're wondering like, okay, if this person hurts me again, that's it. Like, you know, you're done, because the 9 of Wands in reverse, you can't take too much more drama or a bad outcome with this person. You're at your wit's end, so you really need it to work this time, and you really need this person to take initiative or leadership. The Fool as well. The Fool is interesting. Fool could be you, Taurus, like you're breaking free, you're in a new lifestyle. You could have changed your lifestyle a lot from the last time that you were connected to this person. The Fool for this person as the Knight of Cups is interesting as well, because it shows that they want to break free and have their own life. Like they want to trust their own decisions and feelings and express them, but they kind of stay kind of controlled or manipulated, or even like a lot of mind games from this person that they entrust with their decisions. It's interesting. So this person wants to break free. They want a new beginning with you. They want to think for themselves. They want to do their own actions, but they also highly depend on someone who just is not even reputable. It's very interesting. All right. Let's see. Anything else about this situation? Oop. Anything else about this situation for Taurus? Anything else Taurus should know about this situation? Five of Swords. Judgment. What's the Five of Swords? Okay. One way that you will get some type of emotion or action, or this person even thinking for themselves, they are going to apologize for some type of argument that you guys had. There was an argument where you guys went really below the belt. There also could have been even like physical things like pushing, other things. All right, it got really wild. This person's going to show emotion by apologizing for that. That's their own thinking. This person who's giving them advice would have never told them to apologize. I feel like this person who's giving them advice is telling them that they were in the right. You don't need to apologize. Taurus is all to blame. This person's actually going to think for themselves with that Fool energy and actually take accountability for that and apologize for that. I feel like this is very big, because this could be a situation that really hurt you, Taurus, okay? How do you feel about the Five of Swords situation? And you really need to hear that this person is remorseful and that they accept blame. Even if it was both of you guys to blame, this person is like taking action and telling you that they wish that never happened and that they were wrong. You feel the Six of Swords. You are ready to move on from it. You just want calmer waters with this situation. So you don't want you and this person to ever go that far ever again. And you're able to let bygones be bygones, but you want to see that you guys can both move forward from that. And I feel like this person being honest and vulnerable about that situation and also apologizing and asking for forgiveness is allowing you to see that this person can be a leader. They can think for themselves. They can make moves without being guided. And I think that's a positive in the situation. So there's that. What is this? This is interesting too. Page of Swords and the Fool. I'm telling you, this person really wants to be their own free agent. They're looking up ways that they can do this. So I don't know if someone has clinged on to someone because maybe they're going through something. Like going back to the therapist situation, right? If someone struggles with mental health and they associate them feeling happier in life by going through therapy, and then they are clinging on to a therapist even if they're giving them bad advice because they feel like that's going to enhance their life, they almost have to like relearn that they also can enhance their life in their own way. They don't always need mentorship, or they can walk away from mentorship if it doesn't serve them. I feel like this person is doing research how to get out of some type of, sometimes Page of Swords can be contracts as well. So whoever this person is being misled by, there's something contractually, insurance wise, career wise, that they're held on to this person. They're researching how to do something independently. So they are trying to, think for themselves or become more of a leader. It's going to take some time, especially with the Page of Swords. This is like beginning steps of research, or just not having all of the knowledge yet, but still taking action to get the knowledge, which will happen eventually. Ooh, I feel like my voice is giving out. All right, let's go ahead, Taurus, and get your last words pertaining to the situation. Oops. All right, let's see. Last words for my Tauruses. Anything significant that you guys need to know? Trying to get one more for you guys. There we go. All right, bottom of the deck we have Great Kisser. All right, we have thriving business / career, which is really nice for you. We have exploring sexuality, wants to play the field, dead end, bad sex. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Aries, be quiet. Interesting. Reconciliation, drunk texting or calling, and shopping spree. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and weekend. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.